Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. If you're new here, my name is Michaela. I realized I didn't make an intro for this video, so this is future Michaela. I have 2 books that I read in this video, maybe 3. Honestly, I don't remember because this started back in July and it only took this long because the book that I started in July, I didn't finish until August 30th. So it was a month reading. I started it July 31st and finished it August 30th. Now we're back. I finished the other book that I was reading, so without further ado, here's me starting When the Moon Hatched. Tell me why there's so many things in the glossary, like 14 minutes? Crazy. All these different cool little things. All these things you need to know in order to get a handle on the world. And these are like the creatures. Wanika, Faye, Miskin, and then all the characters. And it also has a pronunciation guide as well, so that is awesome. Which I think you could figure out most of these, like how to pronounce most of these, but it's really nice that they have this here and also this artwork. Really cool. And then the map, which I don't quite understand yet. I just kind of know that this is the top and this is the bottom. I really don't know what is going on, but it looks really cool. And then I really liked this. So here we go into this book. Oh, I think this is the prologue, maybe? Yeah, a little prologue. Kind of like a little backstory of how the world was made, and then like getting to why the title is named that title, and then all these different things, and then chapter 1. I'm just going to start this and read until I have no more light out here. Louis playing with his stick over there, totally enjoying life. Hey guys, first update in the reading vlog. But anyways, yesterday was August 7th, today is August 8th, and I had jury duty. So after jury duty, I went to Sam's Club and I got the actual physical copy. Guys, this is a brick. I want to actually see how many pages there are because the pages in here don't correlate. If you could see, actually, I think I just had the time on. It says page 176 in my Kindle, but it is 147 in the actual book. So it makes it seem like I'm farther than I really am. I didn't know that it followed different POVs. I wasn't paying attention to the little name up here. Now I know. And I am so invested in these diary entries as well. I thought it was going really slow, but it's just I wasn't reading it because I was gone for that camping trip. I mean, you guys saw the clips of me at the beach. We were at Lake Michigan in Grand Haven. That was really nice to get away with family and spend time with them. Now we're diving in because it is the 8th and I haven't finished a single book. And I also wanted to let you guys know, if you're not following me on Goodreads, I am restarting A Court of Thorns and Roses, the audiobook, the graphic audiobook. Oh my goodness, gosh. There's a part 1 and a part 2, so let's see. I am listening to it through the Hoopla app. This is what it's saying right now. That's just for the first part. So after I'm finished with that, then I'll go to the second graphic audiobook. And oh, yesterday also we went to the fair and my sister and I were in line to get the pretzels. Oh my goodness, these pretzels are so good, side note. And this girl in front of me, she had this tattoo on the back of her arm of mountains and stars, or like the sparkle emoji kind of things. I immediately thought of Valeris, but I was obviously too shy to like ask her or compliment her and be like, hey, I like your tattoo, start that conversation. And then I was talking to my sister about how I started the graphic audiobook, and the girl turned around, she's like, yes, graphic audios are so good. And I had the Hoopla app open on my phone. I was like, this one? And she was like, oh. So we got to talk a little bit about that. So if she's ever watching this, I'm glad I met you. I don't know your name or anything, just that we're obsessed with the same things. And at first she was telling me to like continue reading them, and I was like, I read all of them. I'm just rereading them now and totally obsessed. I'm so excited. She's like, Cassian's voice my favorite. I'm so excited to continue reading or listening to that book. I was just listening to it, not last night, but the night before. I started it while I was getting ready for bed, and then listening to it while I was getting ready for jury duty, and then on my way to jury duty, and then on my way home. And then here we are today, and it's so good, guys. If you've not read it, I don't know what you're doing, but you should definitely go listen to it. If you're going to listen to it, listen to the graphic audio, because that is so good. Anyways, I'm going to continue reading on my Kindle. I took all of my stickers off because I want to add new stickers, and I've also been liking to take the case off because it just makes it so light and little. But I just put it on since I'm going to be outside and I don't want things to get on it. I'm going to keep reading. It was really confusing in the beginning because obviously it's a new fantasy world that you're getting into. And you're meeting a few people and you don't really know what the magic system is. Like, you get in the prologue, I think it is, like the creators and how they built the world, and like the moons are different dragons that are just like curled up. Anyways, that was confusing. And then I think you're supposed to get attached to this one girl at the beginning, but you're not because you just meet her. But anyways, it's going better now that we're getting into more action. So I'm going to continue reading this, eat my bagel, drink my little drink, and see you guys for another update soon. I think I've also read a little bit, hold on, of my other book, The Gilded Cage. I am 10% in. Not that far. It's going pretty good. Going back in between that and When the Moon Hatched. It was really nice to have it on my phone when I was camping. So I'm just going to continue reading this. So I'm going back and forth between this book and this one. This is for Reading Library Bliss, and I feel like I need something else. This is more fantasy. That's more like suspense. We're gonna hop into this one. I did mark it where I was on my phone. So middle of a chapter, of course. So we're gonna jump right back in. And I was even in the middle of the page. I was right here. I have all of my annotating stuff right here. I don't know when the last time was that I updated you guys on these couple books, When the Moon Hatched and The Gilded Cage. As you can see, I'm not that far into this. Just made my coffee with my raspberry creamer, and I think I'm almost 80% into this one. I am 76% through. Didn't even stop at a chapter. There's 2 minutes left in the chapter. I don't know what the whole purpose for the book is. Like, what is the plot? Because first I thought she was on assassin jobs, and then if you've read the book, you know the sequence of events. I don't know, it's hard to talk about it without spoiling anything. Oh my goodness, how do I even say anything? Just remembering things. It's coming. There are different POVs in this book, which sometimes I don't catch. So I'm like, what is going on, Rave? What are you doing? But then I have to go back to the beginning of the chapter. It's different people. Make sure you pay attention to who the POV is, because you'll get confused if you don't. This book has also seemed so long, and I know I've showed you the physical copy, and that is, it's a brick. It's like this big, or maybe even bigger. Going really slow. There were some interesting things, and then I got a little confused. I wish I could talk about it in detail. Maybe I could put spoiler, skip to this time, and I'm sorry if you don't. Spoiler, if you haven't read this, skip to this time. Okay, I hope whoever hasn't read this has skipped, and we'll see them in a second. This starts out, right, with her assassinating or trying to catch a guy, get a guy, you know, she does. Then she goes home and is with her friend, I don't even remember her name, and then you get flashbacks of her with Fallon, and anyways, in the middle of the night, she goes to the underworld and then comes back and has been stabbed. She makes it all the way home, though. That it's just confusing to me. Like, how does she make it all the way home? And then it's complicated to get into their home. It sounded like, I don't know. The way it was describing things wasn't very clear, I thought. So I was confused how things looked and all of that. So she dies, and then she burns their house. And then what even happens after that? Oh, she goes to see like her boss, and then she gets captured. See, I can't even remember like what's even happened. It's been been forever since I've read that. So she's at that council. She's in a prison. Cain helps her escape in the mouth of his dragon. They fly to this mountain home, and someone's figured out how to get up on the couch. Good job. I'll be back in a second. We're gonna try gates. Hopefully that works. Anyways, they get to that mountain house, have that whole thing where she has to be spoon-fed, and then he tells her to go to sleep in his bedroom, which I'm also thinking, like, he also has this place to live. I'm confused by everything. And then she tries to leave and, like, gets on top of him to kill him, and then she's like, oh, you know, nothing comes of that. Then in the middle of the night after that, she escapes, runs away, jumps off a waterfall, goes down the river, but she's unconscious, I think. So she's floating down, and then she wakes up, and then these people that she's never seen before get her out of the river. And then there's this beast called the Fate Herder, and it makes her go back to their camp, and then they have this whole ritual thing where they wash her and then put blood symbols on her, and then that whole thing. And then Cain comes, he finds her, he kills the guy that was trying to fight for her, and then gives her his necklace thing. And then since she already fought the guy, she's like really hurt and everything, so she's basically like asleep the whole time that they go back to Dune, I don't know. So then she's there and she can't remember anything, but she's starting to. She steals a candlestick, pawns it off to get a bunch of supplies to leave, but then she finds this cave that apparently used to be her and Cain's living quarters. So then she's getting all of the supplies to fix it up, and she's kind of still remembering things. And they told her she was Elowen. I'm just really confused. All right, I'm glad you skipped. Now we've talked about all the spoilers. You're good now. Anyways, I feel like it's going really slow, and I don't really know what the real point is, because the whole point is she wants to kill that one guy, wreck something or whatever. I don't really know, and it's really hard to follow when I'm like, what's the point? That's my update on When the Moon Hatched. All right, kill the cage. It got a little roughed up in my backpack because my water bottle spilled. My backpack is not waterproof. Got a little bit damaged, and I'm really sad. Didn't realize. I haven't gotten very far in this one, mainly because I really wanted to finish this one for this video before I finished it, but it looks like I'm just going to finish this one before. I am more interested in this one, but I wanted to have this as my like reward book when I finish that one. But so far I just want to pick up this one, and maybe that's all this is. Maybe I just need to finish this one because my mood reading isn't vibing with When the Moon Hatched. Anyways, this has been pretty good so far. So if you haven't read the first one, what are you doing first of all? But the second one, I can't say anything, so maybe have another spoiler section as well. But first, this is going really well. If you know from the first book, there's the rebel group and then the Valentis family, so that gets more into it with this book, I think. Maybe, I don't know, I'm only that far into it, so it is pretty good. They're getting to see the powers more, how they work and stuff, which I really like that. Okay, spoiler section for this one. Haven't read this, skip to this time. So I'm at the part where she's trying to listen in on the conversation between Jaren and the rest of the council, and she's trying to find like the perfect eavesdropping spot. I'm on page 94, which is chapter 9. And so yeah, this starts out with her faking a headache. She did have a concussion, so lines up with that. Perfect excuse to go try to eavesdrop. And oh my, just the fact that she knows that she's a rebel, nobody else does, but she's living in a castle. She sees the mom, the sister, the cousins, the brothers, whatever, and no one knows. They're all so nice to her, and she has to be like, ugh, every time someone is nice to her, because her mom was the rebel queen and their main objective is to get rid of the Valentis family so that they could take the throne again. The show of power with Jaren and all of his cousins, I think, and sister, brother, I don't know, his family, they're all fighting against him, and he's totally rocking it, take care of anything that comes his way. So that was cool, but I'm like, okay, that's a bit overpowered maybe, but that's why he's the heir, because he can handle all four elements. That's crazy. And she has to be like, I can't fall in love with him. Okay, spoiler section over. I'm glad you're back. So this is going along great. I just really wanted it to be my reward book after I finished When the Moon Hatched, but I think I'm just going to have to get in the reading groove of things, and then when I'm in that groove, go back to When the Moon Hatched, and then hopefully just power through to the end. I'm 76% through this one, so I should be able to do it. Also, did you guys notice my nails? My sister-in-law Cassie did them. I absolutely am obsessed with these, and I just showed her a picture and she just did it perfectly. Those are all my updates for right now. I also think I might have pink eye in this eye. Hopefully this goes away quickly, and if not, hopefully I can get the medication really soon. Oh, also another life update. I got scheduled to go in for a consult on my wisdom teeth to get them removed at the same place my brother did, and I didn't know that I had to have a consult because I already know that they need to be removed. I just thought I called them up and said, hey, like, have I scheduled to get them removed? But I'm really hoping and praying that getting my wisdom teeth out solves all of my sinus issues. Those are all of the book and life updates that I have for right now. Hey guys, final update for this reading vlog. It's been a minute since I last updated you guys. So I finished The Gilded Cage, which I'm pretty sure that I talked about. And then I also finished When the Moon Hatched, which this is a big guy, big one, which I did read on my Kindle, made it a lot easier. I think I talked about my final thoughts for this one, maybe. I honestly need to go back and see what I talked about and what I didn't, but I can always edit it out. The Gilded Cage, so good. I think it was maybe like a 4.5 stars. I really liked it. Then When the Moon Hatched, I did not like it, like hardly at all, so that's why it's like a 2.5 to 3 stars. So I'm pretty sure my rating for that, let's even see. I have it on my Goodreads what each of the stars mean. So yeah, DNF the 1 star, 2 stars read it, waste of time. So yeah, a 1.5 to 2 stars. I should have DNF'd it. That's all on When the Moon Hatched. A long book. I don't really know what the plot was for it, and I don't think I'll continue it. And yeah, I don't feel like there's much to say about it. I just didn't like how the story went all sorts of different places, and then at the very end we went back to where it first started. So, and for all the talk of the dragons, you hardly see them and you hardly interact with them at all. Maybe in the second one they would, and maybe I would like that one better, but if it's anything like this one, I don't think I would enjoy it. So that's all for this one. And then I did read the 3rd one in the Prison Healer series, which this I absolutely loved. It was a 5 star for me. All of those are done. I really liked this concept, so if you know, you know. But anyways, I'm going to finish up this vlog here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video, which I'm getting my wisdom teeth out tomorrow, so maybe I'll start that video tonight, prepping for it, and then we'll see you tomorrow to get my wisdom teeth out finally. I'm hoping and praying that it takes away all the sinus issues that I have. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss a video. And there's some good content coming up. I'll see you guys in the next one.